It's Sunday, and I'm back home, and I'm live. Janet, the plant-powered peddler, pedaling my butt around Washington State. I just got back from the San Juan Islands, had a great ride up to the San Juans, just left from my house, and I toured Orcas Island, Lopez, San Juan, Guaymas. That everybody? That's everybody. But I rode up to Port Townsend and up to Anacortes and rode back home too. Got Helmet Head because I already rode this morning. Did about 32 miles. Took the day off from riding with the club because it was a fast ride and I need to get a little recovery time. I work out with Dr. Graham tomorrow, so I want to be ready for him. So I'm doing a couple of things in the kitchen today, and I thought I would come on because I was gone all week. So um, I was on the internet and everything's cooked, and I thought, well, we need some raw stuff on the internet. So I've got my tummy's a little bit upset. So yesterday I just did melon and a smoothie, and so today I'm doing the same. I already had my melon, and so now I've got just a simple, I got super greens in here and some bananas. And I'm going to do a little bit of chia just to get my omega-3s. And I'm going to do some carob because I love it. And put in some quart of water. And polish it off with a little bit more greens. And wonder if I'll need any more sweetness in there. Just got a couple bananas, so maybe I'll get some mango. I just peeled this mango this morning because it was really needed to be. Who we got? Hi, Bev. Tracy Lynn. Oh my goodness. Hi, sweetie. I had a great tour up to the islands. Really enjoyed myself. And so I'm getting back in the swing of things at home. And actually, what I'm going to make on YouTube today, I'm going to make tomorrow night too on our Zoom. But I'm testing it out on Stephen and Carol first. They're going to be little bites. And we're riding around the Hood Canal Wednesday and Thursday to celebrate one of our members' 80th birthday. So I want to have a little treat for everybody at the beginning of the ride, little energy bites. Let's see, I need a spoon here or a fork. Dump some of this mango in here. Get some added sweetness. It's a really ripe mango. And then I think I'll just put a little bit more greens in there. We stopped at Walmart last night. I had to go over some of the route. Yeah, the ride went really well. And I wanted to make sure. Somebody told me the road was closed, and the road was not closed. So I'm glad I checked it out. So we were right up by Walmart. So we decided to go in and see what organic stuff they had. And they had some stuff. So I got some greens and some fruit. And we did get some non-organic watermelons because they don't need to be organic. So watermelons are my go-to. They're such a low-calorie, scrumptious snack. Okay, so I'm just going to blend this up. And then I put them in the refrigerator for a while to cool down. So here's my sister. Come on in, Carol. Yep. So I gotta let that go for a little bit, a minute. And then I'll show you my bites, my energy bites. shorts. What are you up to, Tracy? Must be Sunday evening for you. I'm making my smoothie, but then I'm going to make some peanut bites for you and Steven to try. Because if they're good, I'm going to take them on the ride on Wednesday. Yeah, yeah. All right, I'll do that. Okay. Yeah, you can come down and have some tea and some energy bite. My faithful taste testers, Stephen and Carol. So it's a beautiful day out today, but it's always cool here in the house. We have a cross breeze going in, so I've got my usual fleece on. But it's probably 70 degrees outside. But oh, so pleasant here by the beach. So I'm just pouring this into containers. And I was able to have this yesterday, and I did quite okay through the night. So I'm hoping I don't know if I ate something off or what I did, but my poor GI is loose. So there we go. Perfect. Put the lids on, stick it in the fridge. And I just had watermelon a little while ago, so it'll be a while before I'll have smoothie. Probably, usually around 2 or 3. So, 3:45 a.m. Oh my gosh, going to Pilates at 7, then playing May Young in the afternoon. Oh, that's great. The retired life. All right. So what are you doing up at 3:30? You're like me. All right, let's put this away. That is good. Rinse out my blender. Although I don't think I'll need it for this. The next recipe is just the food processor. But what it wanted was a couple cups of walnuts, and I have a little bit of nuts, of all different nuts. Oh, what's in my smoothie? Super greens, banana, mango, some carob, 2 tablespoons of chia, and 32 ounces of water. It's good. And that's basically, other than watermelon, that's all I had yesterday. And it may be all I have today. I don't know. I cut up a papaya this morning, so I might have some papaya later. But then again, I might not. It just depends on how my gut does. All right, so now I have this. Can you see? I've got glare here. Let me move this over here a little bit. So what I've done is I've got several different nuts. I can't tell if you can see or not. The sun is shining through here. Oh, isn't that funny? On this side, it's dark. Wait a second, let me. Dust off my screen there. But what I've got in here is I've got some pecans, some cashews, and some walnuts. So I figure I'm going to mix them and see what Carol and Stephen think. about that. So I'm gonna process these to a powder. There you go. Thanks, Tracy. So you don't want it to become a paste. So it's a little chunky. Get a dry spatula here. And it's pretty close. Let me do a little bit more. So I still got stuff to add here. I think that's all I dare do because it's getting moist. So you can see here, that's what it looks like. It's going to be processed more, so I think it'll be fine. This is the first I've made this. Okay, so now I'm going to add the cocoa powder. So, cocoa powder. And, vanilla bean powder. This is not a low-fat dish because it's for cyclists, and they're not even vegan. So I just want to make something scrumptious for the birthday boy, and I want to pass it around. So a teaspoon of vanilla powder. And, of course, I'm in Chef AJ's dessert book. Anytime I want a dessert, I go to her. And then there's a bunch of dates, 12 ounces. And, oh, wait. I think add the cocoa powder and vanilla bean powder and process again. So I got to do that before I add the dates. Oops. I like that about AJ, that she kind of mixes things as she goes. I think that's an excellent idea. So I'll get most of the dates out, process it, and then stick them back in again and go again. And I think it'll be fine. It's a lot of dates. I will not be eating this. But it is raw. I could, but I don't. I just don't like all those calories. All right. I don't think it needs long. Oh yeah, that's great. Now it's nice and powdery. All right, now we're going to add the dates, and we're going to wait for it to clump together, and we'll start forming balls. Get the scooper out. So if I don't hear from you for a little while, Tracy, I'll assume you've gone back to sleep. Let's see what we got here. Oh, wow, this is quick. I know when I do it with the oats, it takes quite a while, but this doesn't take any time at all. It's not quite clumping yet. Let's do some more here. My golly. That's pretty darn good. There we go. I think that is, oh yeah, that's what we want. Okay, so I am just going to roll these into a ball and stick it in a something that I'll be able to take on the bicycle with me. That'll be the hardest part, having to carry the container after I've distributed them, but I'm going to do it. Whoops. You just disappeared. Let me get you back. There we go. Awake for the day. Oh, okay. Oat nut base in a fruit flan. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I've done her oats too, but I figured since this is for the regular club members, I'll just do the nuts and not do the oats. So if I was going to make it for me, of course, I would do the oats. But right now, I just don't feel like anything. I just want to eat very simply for my poor tummy. All right, so I'll use my little scooper. And let's see what we got here. Boy, they smell really good. Oh, yeah, look at this. Oops. Boy, that makes a nice little ball. What do you think? Huh? Definitely. And I think this will make plenty. And actually, this is for, I don't know, maybe I will just use these. We'll see what Stephen and Carol say about them. This is Chef AJ's brawny recipe. And she puts a walnut half on each brownie, but these rounds are so much easier to distribute. And she says she freezes it until firm, alternately using a retractable cookie scoop. Take and roll it into a ball. I don't know if I'm supposed to freeze it. I think I'll just refrigerate them. So I've already done my ride for today. I'm just going to try to take it easy. I need to think about packing. And, you know, of course, I just unpacked. Now I'm going to pack again, but it's just for an overnight. So I want to travel light. I need to look at the weather. So we're going to go around the Hood Canal, which means we'll leave Paulsville and go north. We'll go up over the Hood Canal Bridge, and then we will go to the little town of Quilcene, and that's to the northwest. And then from there, we'll go over Walker Pass, and we'll be on the other side of the Hood Canal, and we'll just follow the water until we come to just outside of Hoodsport. And we stay at a little resort just outside of Hoodsport. And then those who want to have dinner in Hoodsport, you know, they don't have far to go, just a mile on their bikes. And I stop in Lillooet, which is just before our hotel, about, a couple miles, and I just get what fruit I want or greens or whatever for dinner. But there I'm getting so I feel okay, um, going and just sitting with people, and I usually take some vegetables or fruit so that I've got something. Because a lot of times they don't even have herbal tea. So, I'll tell you, this world we live in, it's not built for people that don't want sugar, salt, fat, caffeine, or any of that. But now I've been doing this for going on 6 years. Oh, it's July, so it has been 6 years. So I started in July of 2020. So I'm getting so I can go sit and, like they'll want to go have a beer, and I'll just go sit and visit because there is the social aspect. And as long as I have my own stuff, I don't mind it at all. I really have no desire to drink alcohol. I feel so much better not drinking alcohol. And I really don't have any desire to eat what they eat. I like what I eat. I like making this stuff though, so I don't mind making it for other people. I like experimenting different things and, keep my hand in the game here, the cooked food people world. Although this is rare, raw. So, well, it isn't really because nuts aren't raw. They still process them to bring them into the country. So I don't know if the cashews from India have been processed. We brought them from India, so they might actually be raw. I don't know because they grow them in India, so they could be. Do you think you'll stay raw? I don't drink anymore. 3 years now. Good for you. I don't know, Tracy. I just really enjoy it. It's been almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in September. And I really would like to go to Costa Rica again for 6 weeks now as a gopher, as a worker, if they'll have me. And I want to power lift and prepare more raw food and just be in Costa Rica. I loved it there for another 6 weeks. So we'll see if that works out. And, I'll be raw through that time. And I want to see if I can reverse this osteopenia. I think that would just be so cool. I deadlifted 145 pounds yesterday. And I squatted 105 pounds. So I'm finally to a point where I'm not getting injured all the time and I can actually up my weights. So that's kind of exciting. So I feel I'm still just getting started with the raw. And I'm sort of using Goldner's green hyper-nourishing drink. But I tend to be leaning back towards more fruit. It's just so much easier for my body to digest fruit than it is to digest the cruciferous vegetables. So it's kind of interesting to experience that now. Yeah, 145, and I only weigh 118, so I'm doing, I was amazed that I would someday do my body weight, but now I'm doing much more than my body weight. So that's pretty amazing. Okay, so let's see how many. I've got 10 people coming on the ride, and I thought I'd try to take each of them 2 of these things. Let's see if I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So I'll have 20. So I think I will make these again tomorrow night and let Carol and Stephen just have these. So there they are. They smell really good. I love to just smell this stuff. So you can see well, maybe you can't, but there's just oil on my hands. So better on my hands and not on my body or in me. So I tried to do arugula and microgreens, and I got the cocoa coir way too wet, and I didn't realize it, and I sprinkled the seeds on it, and they never did take. I sprinkled the seeds, and then I sprayed them with water, so it's just too much water. I think I drowned the poor things. So I will be. I ordered another cocoa coir, and I'm going to try it again when I get back from going around the Hood Canal, which I'll be back on Friday already. So that is, I'll try it. And there's some gals that want me to show them on the internet how it's done. Well, I'm a newbie at it, so the first batch I did turned out fantastic, and the second one I did, but the third one and the fourth one were both fails. So we'll see how I do. I'll get it. I should have, of course, read the directions again thoroughly, and I didn't. I just glanced, scanned, thought, oh, okay, I remember. So it was my own fault. But live and learn. I've always got 2 or 3 things going at once. So I just didn't take the time. So it's a bright day, isn't it? Let's see if I can find a place. Are the sprouts less bitter? Which? I mean, broccoli sprouts to me aren't bitter. And then the fenugreek are a little bitter, but I just put them in with stuff. And then a friend of mine, he brought me his seed mix, and it's actually lentils and mung beans, something else. I can't remember what the third thing is. And they didn't like them. Well, they were just trying to pop them in their mouth and eat them that way. I'm like, I don't think so. Put them in a salad or on a sandwich, or put them in your smoothie, or mix them in with something, because they would be better tasting. It's like tofu. You don't just eat tofu plain. You spice it up, you mix it with things. It it complements flavor. Oh, arugula? You feel arugula is bitter? No, I don't. No, arugula is amazing. Rocket. Yeah, I love it. Maybe it's one of those things where, like cilantro, where you either love it or you hate it, because I know other people don't like it. But to me, it's sharp, and you're eating something when you have arugula. So, well, I was home and I wanted to come, and even though I don't have exciting things that I make regular things. I just show you what I do in real life. Oh, grows quick in the garden, and then does it bolt? I didn't put arugula in the garden this year, and I should have, because I really liked it when I had it. And I haven't put kale in. It's a little bit too late in the year now, but I'll put some in the fall, because they like the cool weather. It is cooler down here, but when out in the sun, it gets pretty hot. I see my nose has gotten tan. Oops. I'll have to put something on it. Ah, big and bitter. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. The baby arugula is always what I get at Sprouts in the package. So, yeah, I don't even, gosh, have I even had it big? Oh, yeah. I had some more regular size arugula from one of the farmers markets, and they picked it right right when it was just delicious. So it was good. So anyways, I better get going. And thanks for coming on, Tracy. It was I just love having company. And you have a good rest of your day. And I'll be here tomorrow. You're going to be here tomorrow at my Zoom? Will you be at the Zoom tomorrow after your yoga? Okay, great. Okay. Take care, sweetie.